1st and 10, McNair. And he's got his target. It's Vernon Davis. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line.
There's a good push to the tight end, and I think that we're looking at something out of central casting, frankly.
Absolutely. I mean, size, the hands.
Speed. I mean, can flat-out run. You put that whole package together, you light up the eyes of an offensive coordinator, don't you?
They'll run for the first time with Johnson. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. A couple of Chiefs there to bring him down. Then he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
Flag comes out, and that's because the offense did not get the play off in time.
And you can see the head coach, he is not happy. Everyone getting away from him right now because he's frustrated that they didn't get the ball snapped in time.
On 2nd down, McNair trying to lay one up deep. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
I like the boldness, and I like that they took a shot downfield, but it was well covered. He was able to get a hand in and knock it away.
Let's see, the defense might bring some added pressure as the offense is dealing with a 3rd and long.
Come on, let's go!
From the gun, here's McNair. And this is going to be incomplete. He was looking to get it to Allen Hurns that time. Now 4th down.
You know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
Oh, it's a wobbler here. It'll be just an 18-yard punt. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Completing it to the right side, Johnson. 13 yards there on the pickup, and the Chiefs are going to have a 1st down.
And when an offense is doing a nice job selling the play-action pass, a lot of responsibility shifts to the linebackers. They're the ones that have to determine run or pass and get to the proper places on the field.
On 1st down, Romo. Looking for Diggs, and it's intercepted. It's the Pro Bowler Luke Kuechly that picks it. And a return across midfield and to the 46-yard line. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. And they'll be looking to avoid what happened last time, which is punting the football.
But when you look at how teams play the game, that complementary football comes into play. How do I take care of my defense? How do I take care of my offense? Well, the defense is taking care of them in a lot of ways. Now it's time for the offense to jump things up and help their defense out. Give them a little bit of rest.
Yeah, it's time for them to give them a rest. Took the words right out of my mouth. And a nice pitch and catch to pick up the reception against man coverage.
Both of them read how much yardage they needed, figured what they had to do, and were able to beat the man coverage for the completion.
The 1st down carry here for Johnson. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here.
Come on, let's go!
McNair to throw. Screen play, Johnson. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. Give him 5 on the screen play, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
The screen was executed and completed, but where's the worry on the play? How many times is a quarterback going to get hit? Because offensive linemen have to do an acting job of making sure it looks like they're whiffing on blocks. But you got to slow them down a little bit, because if you don't, that's a lot of big guys coming at your quarterback in a big, fast way. And, boy, he can get hurt.
Play clock all the way to 0. Didn't get the snap off. 5-yard penalty.
And you see the head coach writing that note on his play sheet right now. He's going to be addressing that with his staff. A sense of urgency, get to the line of scrimmage, snap the ball.
And the yellow flag hurts this offense, and now they face a tough third down.
Here we go. Click round. Click round. Click round. Click round. Click round. Click round.
Now McNair. That is caught at the 7-yard line. It's a 10-yard gain there, and it sets him up now 1st and goal.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn, find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. And I think we just saw that there.
Yeah, we saw that indeed, picking up the first. They'll try and run. This is Johnson. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
And from the 3 now, it's 2nd and goal. Johnson. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. Ready to go now in the 2nd quarter. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis. Line of scrimmage at the 4. Here's 3rd and goal. McNair. And they're going to get to him. A sack. Sack back at the 9-yard line. So a big sack for a loss of 4. It brings up 4th and goal. And now out is the Cardinal field goal team here. This from 25 yards out. And that is no good. And this will remain a scoreless game. And that one, my goodness, that was almost too easy.
Yeah, and you're not going to have too many attempts shorter than that one. I don't think anyone got a finger on it. That's about as bad a miss as you can have.
They'll start out on the ground with Bell. And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down.
There's so many things that go into playing the position of linebacker. Some of them are actually subtle. Doing the drill work that you do all the time in practice and carrying it over to the game. Get rid of blockers and get to the ball carrier and knock him down for a loss. It's interesting because when I'm watching college football and I'm evaluating guys for the draft now, my list of fullbacks, pure fullbacks, it's a very...
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Sheldon Richardson. He's the one that gets him down. It'll be a loss of 5, and it'll bring up 4th down. And taken right at the 35. They'll call it a punt of 44 yards. The return was for 7. And the Cards will take over 1st and 10. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. And they had compiled a pretty long drive last time. Unfortunately, though, it ended with no points after the missed field goal.
And that can hurt the psyche of a team because as they drove downfield, you know you're never supposed to count points in your mind until they go up on the board. Let's face it, we've been there. We've seen teams before. They were counting on those points. They didn't get them. Can they come back now, start over again, and grind it out?
Big boys down there in the trenches and a nice play to stop them cold. Nothing there.
Yeah, when you talk about big boys, you talk about those defensive tackles, those nose tackles. They're not just big, they're immense. And what a big-time play there.
Out of the gun, it's McNair. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
I think that's a big-time play there because the slant route is really hard to cover because the timing is so quick. But able to see it, diagnose it, and get to the football, that's why he was able to bat it away.
So a 3rd and 10, and defensively, a dime look, 6 DBs. To throw, McNair. He's got Cruz complete. Touchdown, Cardinals. Victor Cruz, 58 yards. And the Cardinals are in for 6. And sometimes those slants, they can be so tough to defend after the catch. It just happens so quickly.
And really, what gets set up there is how quickly everything happens. Ball's out of the hands of the passer in a hurry, and he just takes it and goes.
And he went all the way into the end zone. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. And now here comes Kansas City. And still no points on the scoreboard. You're coming off of the 3 and out. They're just looking for anything to grab onto right now, aren't they?
I'm wondering if someone's going to take charge in the huddle. You know, we always look to the quarterback, but sometimes it's another player on the team, a star, a veteran, someone with some excitement and energy. It's like, all right, guys, let's shake things up and let's go, because they still have an opportunity to make things happen.
Shake it off. So incomplete on first. Let's see what second down has in store. Now whistles and a flag down. Looked like one of the chief linemen might have moved. They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. Here's Romo. And his throw's going to be incomplete. They were looking for Johnson that time, and it's 3rd down.
When you see passes knocked down by those guys I call the frustrated fullbacks, the linebackers, you know that in their zone coverage, they were able to drop, see the ball thrown, and react to it very quickly.
A long way to go for the offense here on 3rd down.
Let's go now.
3rd and long here. It's Romo. Looking for Johnson, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And they're going to take over right there at the 22-yard line. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
And it takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
And the next snap coming inside the red zone here. Now with the play clock down to 2, we're going to get a timeout here. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. And the D-line pinching together, must be expecting the run. On 2nd down, McNair. That's caught at the 3. And eventually stopped just shy of the goal line right around the 2. Now here's a defensive timeout called by the Chiefs. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. McNair. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. Vernon Davis from a yard out, and the Cardinals will extend their lead.
The tight end position has always been dangerous, especially in the red zone, short field, but now even more so because these tight ends aren't necessarily the tight ends of old. They're the rocked-up wide receivers who have a little bit more speed, way harder to cover than before.
And now Now here comes Kansas City. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. First down and 10 now for the offensive group. Now Tony Romo on first down. Johnson with a completion over the middle. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. On first and 10, Romo. He's got it complete to Diggs, right side. And he's going to be out of bounds down inside the 20 at the 15. And now the passing game here in the second quarter starting to heat up a little bit.
Don't you feel the rhythm starting to happen, right? You see it. Now the confidence is starting to rise. I think now's a play caller. Because that has happened, you lean on it a little bit more. You don't go totally.
And now for the third time, Romo intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And now to the races down the right side. And they will score. It's a pick 6 for the Cardinals touchdown. That's a tough spot as a quarterback, Charles. You want to get rid of it, but you see what can happen when you do try to get rid of it with pressure.
Yeah, and how about the pressure coming without them having to blitz? That's when you know things are clicking for your defense. And the end result, they end up gaining 6 points.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And with a new rule, that decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he only gets to the 20. The Chiefs offense now making their way back onto the field. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure...
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. It's down. Trufant. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that could change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
And he is going to lose yardage here. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
The evaluation process in today's NFL does not take into account as much bulk as it does speed. And that's what we're seeing with the linebacker position. Those guys that can run, they can play at any spot because they can make plays on the opposite side of the line of scrimmage.
5 yards on the carry there, and it leaves them with third and about 6 yards to go.
But you got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a second and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to third and manageable with that run.
So we have reached halftime. Well, that came a little abruptly here. Still working on my apple up in the booth. Hang on here. Let me spit this out. And we can get to the third quarter now. Short boot. Take it at the 21. And he's all the way up across the 40. And down at the 42-yard line. Great return. Here comes the Chiefs offensive unit as they'll have it to begin quarter number 3. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution, or did they think that they were just bad plays to call?
Yeah.
We'll find out pretty quickly here if they feel like they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out. Flacco. And they almost had another one. They are all over the football in this game. Nearly another pick. Now 4th down. Here's Jordan Berry now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. This is away and a very good kick, angled for the sidelines. And problems spreading to the punt team now. This one goes all the way into the end zone on the fly, so that'll come back to the 20. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the 2nd half. They have the lead here. Well, we talk a lot about pregame speeches. What are halftime speeches like?
For the most part, not nearly as emotional. They're a lot more clinical. Every now and then, though, they'll get after you if they think they need to light a fire. But in this case, let's go into the virtual locker room, because here's what I think happened. They got in there and they said, listen, let's take control right away. Defense, we got the lead. Defense, don't give up any points. Turn the ball back over to the offense and let them go down and score and give us more of a cushion in the game. Check so far. Defense shut them down. Let's see if the offense gets done.
So offense moving, and the coach has decided to challenge this play. He has tossed down the red flag. Well, he challenged the play. It did not pay off.
And that means he lost a timeout in that challenge.
And as a coach, you hate that. Don't know if you took the advice of the player. You threw it yourself, but it didn't go your way.
At the end of the day, it all comes back to the head coach. He has the final determination.
Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And his crew will take over at their own 45-yard line. Out now the Chiefs' offensive unit ready to do battle again. And last drive, 3 and out. Still a goose egg on the scoreboard. How do they break that goose egg?
They've got to find a way to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers, get them some space, and try and make a first down and get some momentum going. It's been a struggle for them throughout the game, and that 3 and out on the last possession, that told you just how stalled they are on offense.
So who will step up here? We'll see. He's got the connection over the middle to Diggs. It's a 10-yard pickup, and it moves the chains. And the offense moving quickly to the line. Well, clearly one of his advantages as a passer is his height. Sit back in the pocket, fired over the middle, and try to force it to Allen, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Deshaun Shedd, and he's just across midfield and down at the 49-yard line. So out now come the Cardinals. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3. Well, he challenged the play. It did not pay off.
And that means he lost a timeout in that challenge.
And as a coach, you hate that. Don't know if you took the advice of the player. You threw it yourself, but it didn't go your way.
At the end of the day, it all comes back to the head coach. He has the final determination on whether to actually challenge the play or not. In this case, it didn't pay off for him.
And that's got to be so heartbreaking. You throw that flag, you probably feel really confident, and then all of a sudden, boom, you lose the challenge.
Yeah, when you take a look at it, you're throwing that flag because you believe you're going to be right. And when it comes back the other way, you have to regroup.
From the gun, here's McNair. But he's got it to Hearns. And he's able to pick up the first down here before he goes down at the 26. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing, playing against a good quarterback like he is, to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And this is caught. A spectacular one-handed grab there. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
Gotta love the catch. I think you gotta love the gloves as well.
Yeah, these one-handed catches, that was great, and they're fun. They're becoming a little more ho-hum, aren't they?
Yeah, they really are. And I know that it sounds like we're taking credit away from the guys, and we don't mean that at all. They really work hard on this one-handed catch thing, but I think the gloves have to be helping in a big way.
Well, the numbers have been good in the passing game, and certainly a big reason why they have the lead. But now here, third quarter, maybe go to the run game a little more?
Yeah, perhaps. I mean, after that incompletion, a little credit to the defense for shutting them down on that play. Maybe you try and run the football a little bit more in this spot, but they have to feel good about how they've been throwing it overall.
They'll try and run for it. Here's Johnson. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. Call that a loss of 7 to bring up 4th. Back now here on EA Sports. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. And the 13-year man puts it through, and that stretches this lead even further. It's now 24-0. So it's 3 more points, and that widens things out even further here in the 4th.
Hey, in this league, you can never have too much. So if you're in range, grab the 3 whenever you can.
And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. Now the Chiefs offense, they get ready to head on the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. They'll fake the handoff. Now Romo. Completing it to the right side, Johnson. He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue. So there on that play, offensively, they ran the crossing route. Defense was in zone coverage, so as a former DB, how tough is it to defend that?
It's really difficult because your natural inclination is to chase the receiver and maybe leave your zone. So you have to have discipline in order to talk to your other coverage guys and let him know that that receiver's crossing from your zone to the next zone. He's coming your way. Make sure you have him. And then when the ball is actually thrown, secure the tackle. When they're moving on crossing routes, if you miss a tackle, it usually results in a big play. On any passes in the middle of the field, anyone who's going after the football is going to be conscious that it's probably going to be contested and often physically. Sometimes that leads to drops.
To the air again, Romo. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise as...
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Sheldon Richardson in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8. Here's Romo now on second down. Finding time. And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up third.
Well, we're not playing 3 yards in a cloud of dust football anymore. I kind of get why those old school coaches sometimes didn't want to throw the football. Because if it's popped up in the air, it almost turns into slow motion. And both sides trying to get to the football, and you're holding your breath wondering whether it's going to go good or bad for your team.
Romo, he's going to float this one. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Deshaun Shedd. And he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line. And
Three chains. Ow. Caught up in my... Put your head on backwards. Then skate off after engaging laughter about what just happened. Napkins get sent to mammies. Is that too graphic? Catch you in daffy like stealing candy. My ceiling's absent. My wheels are massive. My friends assassins. All of us... Our mothers, queens, and our women dancers. My rivers rapping, my fingers splashing, my gills are flapping. I bit some matches and sip some and kiss the dragon.
I'm really rapping, no fingers snapping, them packing. Y'all slipping, my swag is dripping, so here's a napkin. What's really happening? Verbal attacking, I'm showing passion. Know what I mean? See, I'm the king like I'm from Akron. I'm going overboard, somebody call the captain. And when it come to getting checks, I always want the fat ones. I'm so I can sing to a chandelier. My flow a glass of spade and yours a can of candle.
Too many buttons, not enough. These bugging, the SWAT is coming. Shoulder, no shoulder, shrugging at your nugget. Sticky like acupuncture and Magnus honey. Knock on the side door 3 times and have your money. Or get to stepping like Kappa stomping. I slap. I'm having lunch with Italian Sonny. Don't ask the subject. Lord, why you took rabbit from me? He say don't ask me nothing. Too many bodies, too many bundles. Not enough. These bugging, I heard they stun you. It's gonna be trouble. We come through and catch you while you cuddle. Barrels like tunnels. Don't even mumble.
I'm back to ballin'. I'm in the back full of only. Pull on the scene and the queen playing Pastor Troy. Ready turkey, spaghetti, and castor oil. That's turn your guillotine to a fashion show. In 4 minutes, I turn this into forensics in a foreign car with a foreign. It's long-winded, paper long, and you taking long. You just don't get it, on the phone with me. Hotter than Mississippi, the summer of the 1950s. In a van full of some white. Get pulled over for swerving like hi, officer. When he asked me why I was swerving, I'm officer.
I can make it bounce by myself. 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 I can make it bounce by myself.
Got a mansion, a condo, a cabin. I sleep in my phantom. Dancing with the stars to the Star-Spangled Banner. I change your channel, I change your pattern. I ring your Saturn. I your madam, she get and I shake the ladder. I make her and gather and calculate the data. I listen up for the snakes or the baby rattle. I play the shadows, don't play no games. I straight get at them. I'm on a all day like it's my favorite album.
I play the sound when they came in out of dancer. If I don't get the car first, I have a temper tantrum. I innovative, I demonstrated this. Played it. I don't care if you owe me it. You need to pay me. I kiss your lady, then kiss the baby. Get situated, get keys off table and leave out. I really made it, get it made. Won't wrestle, cause I spatula all you action figures.
Tiny like a spider on a spud web. I got some on my thumbnail. I feed it to my girls. They say, yeah.
I'm doing this for the L. When I go, I'ma leave for the belt. I told her you did like a chef. I want a Ferrari in yellow, just so I can match all my yellow. I've been a player since elementary. I got my bars in the penitentiary. I got a to hang several inches.
I can make it bounce by myself. 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 I can make it bounce by myself.
Hard to admit that I used to draw portraiture in a human form, doodle of a two-headed unicorn. It was soothing, moving his arm in a fusion of man-made tools and amused from beyond. Even if it went beautifully wrong, it was tangible truth for a youth to refuse to belong. No name nuisance, who's in a bedroom, who's in a brand new uniform. barely commune with the horde. Got a whole grayscale ungluing his world. Might zone amp to the yap of the magpie. Unseen hand dragging his graphite. Cross contour, a little bit of backlight. Black ink after a Bristol to baptize. You can imagine a rush that ensue when you get 3 dimensions stuffed in a 2. Then it's off to a school where it's all you do. Being trained and observed by a capable few. Back in New York by peeps and a dog in a 2-bedroom doing menial jobs. Plus rhyming and stealing and being a clod. Distractions, freedom, a rod. I left some years of giving a light. I left some will the spirit away. I let my fears materialize. I let my skills deteriorate. When about a thought of what I should have been. Continuing a mission that was rooted in a 20-year affinity and rickety condition with an ID crisis. Snap on the front lawn, look up in the sky. It's shapes falling out of the fringe. All heart though we would have made cowardly kings. They will chop you down just to count your rings. Just to count your rings. Just to count your rings. And now we're colors pouring out of the fringe. All heart though we would have made cowardly kings. They will chop you down just to count your rings. Just to count your rings. Just to count your rings. Used to paint, hard to admit that I used to paint. Natural light on a human face, stenciled fire in his roommate's face. It was blooming addiction, a miss and a push and a pigment. Book like a tattooed pigskin look. Pinhead kids at a minute. Drank Kool-Aid from a tube of acrylic. And I grew up in a linseed oil ever linen. Joy to the poison, voice to the resin. Capture a map of a gesture. Back up, add a little accurate fat to the figure. Redo that, move that inward. Zinc white lightning shoots from his fingers. Studio strewn with a lotion and tinctures. Stay tuned for the spooky adventures. You can imagine the stars that align when a forearm starts foreshortening right. Or a torso hung on a warping spine and proportion reads as warm and alive. Routine day with a dirt cheap brush. Then a week goes by and it goes untouched. Then 2, then 3, then a month. And the rest of your life to beat yourself up. I left some seasons eager to fall. I left some work to bury your life. I let my means of being dissolved. I let my person curl up and die. Eating up his innards and unfeasible anxiety is brutally committed to relinquishing his privacy, aligning with the trials of the anti-Midas. Snap on the back lawn, look up in the sky. It's shapes falling out of the fringe. All heart though we would have made cowardly kings. They will chop you down just to count your rings. Just to count your rings. Just to count your rings. And now we're colors pouring out of the fringe. All heart though we would have made cowardly kings. They will chop you down just to count your rings. Just to count your rings. Just to count your rings.
Hello, my name is Kamal. I am from the clouds. I'm a human now, but I used to be a raindrop. Word up, I'm really good at putting words up. I make them levitate and circle with the birds. I don't need to force it, I let it occur. Whatever occurs, thank you. Feel like I was touched by an angel. Once again, a whole nother angle. I got a lot of holes in my angle. I got a lot of love and a whole lot of ignorance, and that's a good thing if you want to relate. I'm just trying 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 to relate. It's come out like a power with an M. I get you down like gravity, rackety rappers and raps rapidly follow the rabbit into the rapids of being rapping and rattling, rattle riddles and ribbons into the sky. I'm a rebel feeling riveting, rhythm and clear eye. Your figure is spinning right to the rhythm, whittle the side eye. I am the killer in the grasses. I am the kid in the corner with the glasses. I am the specter, you should respect them. I don't expect the special, ain't special. I don't expect nothing. I'm just really glad I can say something. That's a blessing. Ain't no stress affecting my presence. But sometimes the pressure keep pressing. Worst keeps my impression impressed. That's the way to relate. I'm just trying 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 to relate. From the present, now, present, present, come out, come out.
faster than a hairpin trigger. Don't you say, don't you say it. Don't say, don't you say it. One breath, it'll just break it. So shut your mouth and run me like a river. Shut your mouth, baby, stand and deliver. Holy hands, pulling, make me a sinner. Like a river, like a river. Shut your mouth and run me like a river. Choke this love till the veins start to shiver. One last breath till the tears start to wither. Like a river, like a river. Shut your mouth and run me like a river. Tales of an endless heart. Cursed is a fool who's willing. Can't change the way we are. One kiss away from killing. Don't you say it. Don't you say it. Don't say, don't you say it. One breath, it'll just break it. So shut your mouth and run me like a river. Shut your mouth, baby, stand and deliver. Holy hands, pulling, make me a sinner. Like a river, like a river. Shut your mouth and run me like a river. Choke this love till the veins start to shiver. One last breath till the tears start to wither. Like a river, like a river. Shut your mouth and run me like a river. Like a river, like a river. Like a river, like a river. Like a river, like a river. Shut your mouth and run me like a river. Shut your mouth, baby, stand and deliver. Holy hands, pulling, make me a sinner. Like a river, like a river. Shut your mouth and run me like a river. Choke this love till the veins start to shiver. One last breath till the tears start to wither. Like a river, like a river. Shut your mouth and run me like a river.
We're awake, we're alive, got the fire in our eyes. We're the kings, we're the queens, and if this is just a dream, don't wanna wake up. It left us feeling break up. We're running free, running wild, never running out of style. Got the fight, got the stuff, got the never giving up. Not gonna shake us, nothing's gonna break us. We know we are brighter than all the stars. As long as we're together, we'll stay young forever. We make the rules, break 'em when we want to. As long as we're together, we'll stay young forever. Forever. Young. We'll stay young forever. You know the part of the song, everybody sings along. Well, that's us, listen up, shout it out. I'm talking all night. The end is nowhere in sight. From the streets to the tracks, here's to never looking back. 'Cause the past doesn't last long as we're.
All right, your challenge awaits. Can you fulfill that solo challenge? Time to find out. It is indeed the solo challenge, and it's Madden Ultimate Team time. the first carry for Le'Veon Bell. And he's going to bowl his way forward to the 48. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. On second down, it's Bell. And he'll get it down here to the 43. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving.
And that's a nice pickup of a first down on that second down run. And at that yardage gained, they can run that play on any down.
Now a first down carry by Bell. And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41. Making the tackle, Stephen Tolick. Now they'll try the sweep with Bell. And an alley to run. It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the first down marker, and now it's third down. They'll try and run for it with Bell. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a fourth down. So the kick from here on a field goal would have been right at 53 yards, but instead, offense out there. They're going for it. They'll run him with Bell. Now Bell hit. He lost the football. And this is scooped up by the Lions. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. So they tried it. Not only did they not get the first, they fumbled it away.
Yeah, it's one of those things where it went from bad to worse, but I know that everyone's going to pile in on the call and say, well, what are you doing? Why would you go for it there? I think that...
Now here's a defensive timeout called by the Chiefs. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Here's Stafford now on second down. He's got time. Great protection. Now he'll let this one go. Deep left sideline. Eric Ebron, the big tight end, is intended target. And now it's third down.
That's going to frustrate the coaching staff a little bit as they dialed up the deep shot, but they weren't on the same page on that play. Heck, I don't think they were in the same book. I think he thought he was going to do something else, ends up throwing it over the sidelines. Well incomplete.
Throwing on third down, Stafford. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete. He was trying to find Marvin Jones that time, and that brings up fourth down. Here's Sam Martin now, as he'll punt it away for the second time. This will be taken at the 10. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. Two seconds to go, first quarter. They'll start the drive with a carry by Bell. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Back now with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin as the Chiefs in possession of the football as we begin the second quarter. And they've got it here with a first down. And they'll keep it on the ground with Bell. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. This is Bell. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. He'll wind up getting 11 on that one. And that'll bring up a 3rd and 1. The give is to Bell. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down. And in their own territory, needing only a few inches, they're going to line up to go for this thing on 4th down. They'll go for it with Bell. And he maybe makes makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Lions will get the football back in terrific field position. Now the Lions offense, they get ready to head back out there. And 3 and out on the last drive. No points on the scoreboard. A little soul-searching now?
I would say so, and they need to help out their defense a little bit. They've had to be on the field a lot more than normal, put them in some tough spots. But what's the old adage? When you get another chance, it gives you a better chance to do it right. First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
Possible run anticipation. Here's the D-line sandwiches together. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up third. And 3 full yards here for the offense to get on third down.
Partner, we're into the second quarter, and I guess you can kind of look at it both ways. The offense, they've got to figure out what they're going to do because they haven't scored any points. But if you're the defense, you're feeling great.
And the Chiefs are going to signal for and be granted another timeout. That's their second, so they'll have 1 remaining here in this second quarter. We'll be right back. They come out here in the eye. Now a play fake here on first down. And Jones has it over the middle. And down inside the 15 he goes. They'll get 19 yards there. And it'll be first down Lions.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field.
Now hang on here. Timeout called by the defense. And with that, they're now out of timeouts. And still plenty of time remaining here in this second quarter. So what will they do? On the ground, through the air? Let's see. 2nd and 9. They'll come out in the pistol. They go back to Riddick. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Theo Riddick, a 12-yard touchdown run. And the Lions are in for 6. And there you go. Nothing really too complex. Block, keep to your assignments, let them run it in. They did it.
Fundamental football. Good blocking beats good tackling on that play. End result, touchdown.
So the drive there took 6 plays. And the end result, a Detroit touchdown. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. Tyreek Hill on the return. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Now the Chiefs offense, they get ready to head on the field. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned it to 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
2 minutes remain here in the first half. We'll come back to Ford Field after this. They'll go again with Bell. He can't bring him down.
The weight room does work.
And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line.
It's funny, partner. Le'Veon Bell, when he came out of Michigan State, when I go back and look at my analysis of him and what my grades were for him, thought he was a big-time player, great potential, but I didn't know we were going to get this player. I was used to a big, solid, thick running back, but now I've got a full package, a guy who can do everything, as we just saw there, including breaking tackles.
But at the time, 2nd-round pick in 2013, some people probably wishing they'd taken him in the 1st. Now Brady, nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Ezekiel Ansah in there to sack him for a loss of 6. And the Lions going with an extra DB here on 3rd down. To throw is Brady, looking for his running back, and he's got him. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him the football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit. But get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best. and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are, make someone miss in the open field. And there's a good opportunity to just went awry there, a drop pass. I guess that's why they call them running backs and not catching backs.
Now a play fake, Brady. He's got time in the pocket. And this one caught by Travis Kelce. And oh, so close as he takes it all the way to the 2-yard line. Red zone opportunity. They come out with one back and 3 tight ends. Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2. No gain there, and it's going to set up 2nd and goal. And quickly, they get to the line. And they give this time to the tailback. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down. And they'll go with the ground attack here. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. And no hesitation about this decision here. Confidently, they're going to go for this. 4th and goal from the 3. And he's going to go down in the field of plays. It didn't work out this time, but there's always next time. And we'll see you next time right here on the Solo Challenge. They come up with one running back. That's Bell. And they'll give it to him here. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. And he'll give it here to his running back. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. That's what they needed. It's an 8-yard gain, and now 3rd and 4 suddenly doesn't look so bad. Now Brady. And it's complete to Kelce. And he gets this one across midfield for the 1st down to the 46. On the counter, here's Bell. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. Again, it's Bell. Now Bell hit. He lost the football. And this is scooped up by the Lions.
The psychology of the game.